Back to you, Travis.
Oh, back to me. Hi, welcome to Travis and Steph in Australia, talking about Thailand because we've been
It
procrastinating.
was Laos.
About Laos.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a story to share.
And
How-
it's based off of our last little snippet of video that you would have seen. And if you didn't see it, go watch it because it's kind of funny. But it was about our adventure getting to Green Climbers Home.
From Vientiane. So,
Yeah.
back from the very beginning, we basically have to walk from our hotel
Yeah.
to a different hotel to get picked up, and we all our bags and
3 bags each.
3 bags each. I can
Yeah.
barely walk with the bags. But then, so we get there, we're waiting, and 30 people in bags all file up together, and we're sitting there
Oh, this is a lot of people for
Yes.
the bus because, yeah, it was literally all going for the same trip that we were on.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then this guy comes and he's like, I'm the shuttle to take you to the bus, but
Yeah.
he's just got a van. And he walks over and he just points at me and Travis and says, get in. So
We're like,
nobody else is going.
Yeah, it was just it was us two, and we throw our bags in, and we're like, oh, maybe because we're not part of that group, we booked it separately, so we're getting our own little
Yeah.
exclusive.
Or maybe that's a tour that's meeting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they all know each other. But anyway, so we get in this van, and we drive around for, I don't know, 40 minutes.
40 minutes we pick up 3 other people.
Just at random places in the
Other
city.
hotels. Yeah.
And then we finally go to the bus station where everyone that we were just at the hotel with, all 30 people, are already there.
Also, before we went to the bus station, we started at our hotel. We did this giant loop, and all we know is after we picked up the other people, we're back at the hotel again, driving past it, and you're like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Which, it is what it is. We got to get first seats in there, so I mean...
Well, I guess the seats were fine. It was a perfectly fine van. But anyway, we get to the bus station, and they hand us our tickets, and they just say, go, 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 go. And there's a lot of buses.
There's a lot of buses.
And so-
They didn't really tell us which one.
No.
They were just yeah, the one. And we're like,
Yeah.
Um,
It's the horde of us.
okay.
It's we're running around, and then we
Yeah.
see all those other people, and everyone's like, this is probably it. So we're like, okay.
yeah.
We put our bags in it.
It'll be fine.
And we find seats.
Yeah.
And we're like, I hope this is the bus.
Oh, this came. So the bus, it's an 8-hour bus ride from the capital, Vientiane, to Thakhek. Anyways, we load up into the bus, all our things are in the bus. One of our shoes fell off, so we almost lost a shoe, but it
Almost lost
didn't.
a shoe.
And then, but we get onto the bus is already filled, so we don't even get to sit beside each other. We're both sitting on the lanes. And tell them how comfy the seats were, Steph.
Okay, well, for starters, this bus doesn't have a washroom.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
It does
bathroom.
not have a washroom.
Yeah.
But the seats they're not comfy. The AC only goes to the one by the window, not to the middle. And it's so short that most of the men in the bus have their legs up because they can't fit in the seat. And we get on the bus. So mind you, in Laos, it's 35 degrees probably. It's so hot. We get on the bus, it's an oven. Getting off the bus was a break. It was refreshing. Getting in the bus, there's people just in all the seats going, are we going to be on here for 8 hours? No, this isn't happening.
Yeah. Oh,
But
and what's funny about the length of the trip too is if we were to do this trip in Canada, it'd be an hour and a half.
Maybe
It's-
3 hours.
No, not even.
So the bus starts, and it's so bumpy, shaky that most of the bus is either popping gravel or holding on for dear life. I don't get car sick, and I'm immediately I'm gonna throw up. It's hot, it's shaking, it's actually rough. It's full. It's not even little,
Little bumps. It was bumpy bumps, and we weren't even in the
sucked.
back. And
Right in the middle.
this has to do with the road, which is
Yeah,
again
which is why
the
they go
single road,
slow.
which is a nice road. Well, it's a nice road for them because it's their main road following the river that splits Laos and Thailand.
Well,
but
I will say, in town, it was a really bad road. Once we got an hour outside of town, it wasn't that bad anymore. It wasn't as shaky, but it was definitely as hot.
yeah, the road was just as hot. Yes, we knew that.
No, the bus was so hot.
Yeah.
And yes,
Oh.
so we start smelling a smell.
Yeah, we
And
start
we're
smelling smell.
Must be the brakes.
Yeah, we're probably the vehicle has been braking a lot. It's probably the brakes. Whatever. It
brakes.
is what it is.
We pull over. If
People
you did happen to watch the video from before, you saw that I fell getting out of the bus,
It was
and I
really
got a
bad.
bruise, probably my whole half of my butt, and it was so bad that I couldn't actually walk for like 3 days after.
Yeah, it was really
It was
funny
really-
because, yeah, there's literally in the video, if you find the scene, it literally shows her falling on her butt. She just slips out on the gravel.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we had to get off because now there's smoke coming out at the bottom of the bus.
Yeah.
And there's guys who work on the bus
Yeah.
who are like jumping under, spraying like their water bottles and stuff on it to like cool it down. So we're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, the engine got really, really hot.
Yeah. But we're thinking, oh, you know, whatever, we're
It
here.
happens.
We're basically stopped outside somebody's house.
And we're super stoked because all the guys are like, we can take a piss now. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 3 hours into the trip, by the way.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
kind
a
of
while.
what I was saying. We're like outside
Yeah.
somebody's house, and all these men are just peeing everywhere.
Yeah.
And the women are like, all right, because it's just open. Like there's nowhere to hide. And yeah, we're there for probably like 20 minutes.
20 minutes,
20
and then
minutes,
they're
yeah.
like, everyone get on the bus, we're gonna go. And
Yeah.
we're like, okay.
Mind you, this is like the third time they've told us to get on the bus, and everyone gets on and then just comes back off because it's too hot in there.
And
the
we're waiting too
really
long.
hot, like weather outside of the bus is like it's like winter almost. It's,
Oh, like in
it's, like,
comparison to being on the bus,
so
yeah.
bad in the bus.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
anyway.
get back on the bus and we start going, and not like 5 minutes later, we pull into this gas station.
And we're like, that makes sense.
Yeah, we were like,
gas. We're
yeah,
like
we need
half,
gas.
yeah, like maybe halfway
It's been
there.
a while, yeah.
It's been like probably 3 hours at this point.
Yeah, and then so everyone gets off. There's a barber shop there, but there isn't actually any food or
That's it.
anything. But just this barber shop. There's some puppies. They were very cute.
A little bit of shade. Washrooms.
Washrooms, which
Finally,
was a
some
bonus.
washrooms.
But then we noticed that they took off the tire and they were doing work on like the axle. So we're actually pretty sure like it was a bearing that like completely blew.
Yeah.
So
So-
we're sitting there, and we
Sitting
made
there.
friends.
We made friends
Yeah.
because we sit here
Yeah,
for three and a half hours.
3.5 hours, if not more.
During this time, we see water buffaloes for the first
We
time
saw
on our
water
trip, which
buffaloes.
is exciting.
We played a
Which
card
you
game.
also saw. We played a card game
Oh,
called.
Estonian Hand.
Yeah. So our friend that we made there
Yeah.
made this game called Estonian Hand. There's a puppy. The puppy's exciting.
Yeah, this is like midday.
Sorry.
We're sitting there. There's also these like cool vehicles that go by that are literally just an engine and then like wood to the front tire, and they're sitting like in the
Yeah.
back. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
But yeah, we've been sitting for around 3 hours now, being like, do we just start like hitchhiking? Do we just stand
Yeah.
there?
Mind you, there's no real vehicles going by
No.
to hitchhike.
No, there's mountains behind us, and it's starting to get dark now.
get
Steph got her
dark.
foot bit by some ants
Yeah, like
while
8
we were
times.
looking at water buffalo.
Yeah, I'm looking at the water buffalo and I look down because I'm feeling things, and there's all these ants on my, just standing in a parking lot. All these ants on my feet biting me.
Yeah.
This is the first time on the entire trip, probably even the last like 4 years, that I haven't been wearing socks with my sandals.
Yeah.
Getting eaten by ants.
Eaten by ants.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's starting to get dark, and then we start hearing murmurs that they're bringing another bus. We have another bus that's going to save us.
We don't know when it's coming because the city is 3
Hours
something
away.
hours away.
So they have to do that drive to get to us.
Yeah,
So we've
yeah.
been sitting now. It's now dark. We've been sitting for maybe 5 hours in total,
I don't know.
something like
It's
that.
been a while.
Yeah, and then sorry, go ahead.
Go.
The bus finally came.
The bus comes.
And what's lovely about this, so Steph was off doing whatever, and this is the time where everybody noticed that the other bus came, so everyone was rushing to like get their stuff, and I don't know where Steph is, so I just grab all our stuff, and I got seats where we could actually like sit together, which was kind of nice.
Yeah. So we're in a new bus.
So now we're in a new bus.
This new bus.
Oh man, this new bus is awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's still a bit
lovely
tight
bus.
for some people, but there's
Yeah.
more room.
Yeah.
The AC works, so it's not frying.
Yeah.
Seats so comfy, and
We sitting beside each
sitting
other.
beside. But yeah, so
Sitting
we start
comfy.
going in the bus again. About half an hour later, we pull into a convenience store. We're allowed to go get food. The bus hasn't broken down, so we can
Yeah,
get back
it's
on.
all good.
We got chips
We got seaweed chips and
and seaweeds that we can.
seaweeds.
Yeah, it wasn't good. No. Because in the morning, I said we have to get food before the trip. We have to be prepared. This is a long trip. We might not stop for food, and I'm a vegetarian. We might not find vegetarian food.
Also,
So
we
get
left
these-
at like 10 in the morning, I think.
Yeah,
That
we
was
got
around our
these
time.
like wraps from a cafe.
Oh,
We did
right.
eat them while we were stopped and broken down, but they were completely soggy and just sitting in the heat, so we were a little iffy about them. But it was something. I'm glad that we had them.
Yeah.
Most people didn't bring food. A lot of people didn't have water at that point. It was not a good time.
No. But anyways, basically the bus buys out this convenience store too.
Yes.
Which is hilarious, the poor convenience store. And they're trying to like rush us back on the bus. It's like, dude, we're in line in the convenience store. We're not going anywhere yet. We haven't eaten.
Yeah.
But anyway, so We left at like 10 in the morning, and we were supposed to arrive by
was like
5.
6. Yeah,
5 or
5 or
6.
6.
Before the sun went down. And now
Yeah.
the sun has been down. We get to Thakhek.
No, wait. I just want to throw one thing in
Okay.
first. On the bus still, people are calling hotels to see if they can still check in.
Yeah, they're
because
rushing.
the check-in time is like 9 or 12 for a lot of places.
Yeah.
And we're not making it.
We're not making it
So
in time
everyone's
for
like,
check-in.
what do
They're
we
like,
do?
Please, like, let us get a place.
Most places are saying no, mind you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get to Thakhek.
Okay, we get to Thakhek, and it's 10:30. And being that we arrived late, I think they had like some communication with Thakhek because they sent a bunch of tuk-tuks over. And tuk-tuks are just bikes, back kind of cabin that you can throw your stuff and your peoples. And so they throw a bunch of people into tuk-tuks. They don't really care where you're going. They're just like, hey, get on this one, get on this one. We'll take you wherever.
None of them
like, we'll
speak a
figure
word
it
of
out.
English or
Well,
anything else. They're just like, go. And
yeah,
you're like,
go
okay,
in.
sure.
On our way there, we have 6 bags, and this tuk-tuk's already full. We were gonna go like talk to somebody, get our own, but this like 6-year-old child smoking a cigarette.
He's like 8. at
Okay,
least.
8-year-old
He's a
child
big kid.
smoking a cigarette, like showing it off, like he's really cool, puffing on
I
his
was
cigarette,
so
and we're like,
upset.
God damn it! But he's like, no, get on this tuk-tuk, and we're like, yeah, but we're going really far. And he's like, no, this tuk-tuk, and the other guy's like, yeah, the
literally
tuk-tuk.
grabbing our bags, walking it over, and we're like,
Yeah, this little dude carrying more than Steph. It was very
Yeah.
funny. But so this tuk-tuk's already full, mind you, in the back. Everyone
there's
was
like 6
spoken
people
for,
on it. The
seated.
tuk-tuk is about the size of a picnic table as far as
Yeah.
seating goes.
And we have 6 bags that ended up being strapped down. One stayed on my back, one
Strapped
stayed
to
on
the
Steph's
back, basically hanging off. We're hoping it doesn't fall.
He's like, hey, me, go sit on the front with him, so sitting sideways.
driver.
So I was like, all right, cool. And then
They tell me, sit on the bags that are attached to the back of the tuk-tuk. No, I was
like,
like, I'm
no.
not doing
so
that.
I was trying to get Steph like sitting where I was. I was like, fuck it, I'll go sit on the back. I'll hang on, whatever. I don't care. But then our friends were on the tuk-tuk, so they made some room
the
for
people,
Steph.
luckily, the people that we were playing the card game with happened to be on this tuk-tuk,
Yeah.
and they're like,
We'll
we're all
make
just
room.
like this.
It's fine.
We get in. I'm sitting on the bench, but I'm like pressed against the side, and there's just this little bar here,
Yeah.
and there's nothing else to hold on to, and it's same as the bus. Tuk-tuk, bang, bang, bang. It's going so fast, and I'm like, oh, holy gosh.
And mind you, this whole trip, it's been really, really hot. It's been like 30 degrees. And
More.
Yeah, more. But it's nighttime, and it's like 10 degrees with a cold breeze.
I didn't
Well-
think it was 10. I was fine.
Oh, I was so cold.
And I was in
Okay,
a tank top. I was okay.
Steph was squished in with a bunch of people. I was sitting at the front of the tuk-tuk, getting blasted by the wind while this tuk-tuk driver is blasting it down the road. But anyways, he's going to the hostels for everyone else. And these are all, so bus station is here,
Going
river
around
is
the town
here.
in a circle, basically.
Yeah, going around in a circle, going to the hostels that people are going to stay in, whatever, great. That takes maybe an hour dropping everyone off. And then suddenly it comes up to us, and we were like, yeah, we're going to Green Climbers Home.
Yeah.
Which is-
Which he knows.
Yeah,
We've already discussed this. He knows where we're going.
Yeah,
He's just
just ask again.
making sure.
We get charged a little extra because it is nighttime, so we got charged
Yeah.
like, it ended up being like, so normal tuk-tuk rides are maybe like $10 each. We ended up getting charged like 50 in total,
Yeah.
which a little bit more, but
Like-
it is what it is. We were like, it's inconvenient. It's 11:30 by now or
And
so.
we're going to be driving into the mountains. So,
So we were like, fuck it,
no
sure.
worries, dude. Thank you for rescuing us.
Yeah, we just want to go. But anyways, so
Anyways.
we start on the way towards Green Climbers Home. So bus station is here. We're around like here right now by the
No
river.
one knows what this means.
And all the way out here is Green Climbers Home, as for a reference of distance.
This is not the distance. This
Yeah.
is a picnic table.
But anyway, so what he should just do is take this main road to Green Climbers
20-minute
Home.
drive.
20
minutes.
30 with the extra distance, but 30-minute drive. We start going away from there, just off into wherever. And
Travis
it's,
keeps saying, here, like pointing to his map. He's like, here, and the guy's like, yeah. And Travis is like, okay. And then a couple minutes later, Travis is like, this place. And he's like, yeah, wrong way still.
we've now drove for maybe 40 minutes in the
40
wrong
minutes
direction.
At least. I think it was more.
He gets out, takes a piss, or we're standing
Literally in front of us.
there, which was really funny.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. and then we realize he tries to pull into a gas station. It's like 12 o'clock at this
Yeah.
point. And we're like, oh shit, he's like looking for gas, thinking he can get gas really close. Goes a little bit farther, looks for another gas station. Goes a little bit farther, looks for another one. Finally turns back. It's like 12:30 at this point.
We go
He-
all the way back to the bus station.
This is where my map works. So we started here. The bus station was here. We went over here.
Don't swear on our channel,
Oh,
Travis.
sorry. we went all the way over here, and then we went all the way back just to the bus stop to get gas again. And then we finally started making our way to Climbers Home.
We
So
get
what?
there 1:30 in the morning.
Oh,
when
hold
is
on,
last check-in? 10?
hold on. But
9?
what would have been really nice is that we just got our own tuk-tuk and went straight from Green Climbers Home over. It was in 20 minutes. No worries. We've been on this tuk-tuk for like an hour and a half now, 2 hours.
More.
Yeah,
Travis,
it would be 2 hours.
On the tuk-tuk, obviously, before we're back, is like arranging his stuff. Punches
Oh my
himself in
God.
the face so hard that his face for the next week is fully swollen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I like minorly like fractured my nose because this happened when we dropped people off. I was like moving one of my bags over, and one of my bags was really heavy because it had all the climbing things. And I went to pull it, and my hand like I don't know what happened. The bag like slipped, punched myself in the face, and oh man. So
now we're both messed up.
Yeah, she can't walk.
I can't walk. Travis can barely see.
I'm very sad in the face, and we finally get to Green Climbers Home. It's 1:30 because I was messaging like the owner being like, hey, we're gonna be really late, our bus broke down.
Like, what do we do?
I haven't heard anything from her, but we're like, it'll be fine.
Someone maybe will be there. No one is there.
No one is there. It's
pitch black in the mountains. There's no lights. Nothing, like can't see anything.
We literally like, because we've never seen the place yet, we pull up to like where the gate is for a thing, and we're like, huh,
this is
when
weird.
you look at that. You know,
where are we?
Well, we knew where we are, but we're like,
it's just like
there's cabins.
There's cabins, but there's no tents, and we're staying in a tent.
Yeah, we were staying in tents. We were like, we don't know where
confused.
these are. So then we pull up, and then there's these other two guys who like just got there too. They had a bus on the way.
We missed a part of the story at the beginning.
Oh.
When we first get on the bus and we're pulling away,
Hot bash.
some people are freaking out. They're like, wait, not everybody's on the bus. Not everybody's on the bus.
Friends aren't
Someone's
on the bus.
missing. 10 minutes later,
The bus is
maybe.
also full at this time though
bus
too, because
is
there's
full.
no seats left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like calling this
They're
guy.
on
They
the
find
phone.
out he was thrown onto a different bus.
He's thrown onto a sleeper
a
bus.
lovely bus.
Lucky guy.
We get there,
Yeah.
and the guy's here, and we're like, oh, thank goodness, you're fine. Anyway, so now we're
Anyways.
here. The guy that was missing is here, and he's alive.
Yeah, he happened.
to know.
Well, no. The funny thing is he just happened to be the guy that was coming to Green Climbers Home because
Yes.
his group wasn't coming to Green Climbers
Yeah.
Home. We were the only. So when we were looking at everyone, we were like, wow, everyone has backpacking bags. One of these people got to be climbers. Like they've got
None of them.
Not one.
Except this guy.
Yeah, except for this one guy who wasn't on our bus who like panic got on. But
Yes.
yeah.
But also, his bus had also
His
broken
bus
down.
also
So
broke down.
they got in 10 minutes before us.
Yeah. And so we're there, and they're like, hey, there's this one like cabin there that's open. We found some like sleeping mats
It's
in
like
it.
a little office. There's like desks.
Yeah,
That's it.
desk charging things. And
Yeah.
he's like, you can like feel free to like join us up here. And we were like, okay. So we went and found some yoga
Sure.
mats that were just like on the ground, and we
Hard yoga mats.
Yeah, but we make a bed.
So yeah, we laid them down. Now, mind you,
I'm gonna make sure
the
it's still.
floor is just planks with like big gaps in between. So there's a lot of air coming in. The windows are open. We don't know we can close the windows.
Yeah, we weren't thinking because we just couldn't see, and we were like, it's
Yeah.
late, we're
We
tired,
got
we're
no
just
pillows,
like, yeah,
no blankets. No matter. We have towels. We forget that we have jackets.
yeah.
12
Rain jackets.
degrees
And it's
all
so
night.
windy as
So windy.
It's like a wind channel that goes through this space, and
Yeah.
it was so cold.
It was
and I never got to be warm.
We slept.
Slept.
2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks,
Yeah,
2
Our
shirts, a
sweaters.
sweater, hat,
we forgot we had our rain jackets.
Towel.
That would have been nice. Yeah,
towel as a blanket.
yeah.
We had this like scarf that we got in the Korean airport because we still didn't have a blanket then, and we had to try
Yeah.
to drape it over both our feet because our feet were really cold.
Cold.
We were okay at that point. There's also like the windows. It's too dark for us to notice that we can
Yeah.
close the windows, but like the shutters are bang, bang, bang in the wind. It's probably so loud all night, and there's geckos like making weird gecko noises.
Yeah.
So we don't really sleep, but it's fine. And then yeah, we got up in the morning.
And
It took 2 hours for them to show us our tent because things were really busy.
well, okay, so somebody arrived the other day and took our tent for the night,
And
so
then
they
they
had
took
to
our
like
tent.
move him and clean
Yeah.
the tent again before we could go
so
in the
this,
tent.
we asked to be shown to our room. Things were really busy. So 2 hours later, they're like, okay, we'll do that. And then they find out, oh, your tent is taken. We'll switch it out. We'll fix it up for you. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And we have to wait again. We're like dead on the tables.
We finally had breakfast though. So that was
Finally
nice.
had breakfast.
Yeah.
Haven't eaten in like a day.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and then we get to our tent, and we put all our stuff in, and then the one
door is
door
broken.
part is like, hey, don't open this side of the door.
There's a sign
Except for
on
when
it.
we got to it, it was completely
It was
open,
open.
and I was like, oh fuck. And so I started trying to close it, and obviously the zipper was broken. So after maybe like half an hour of me playing with that zipper, I finally actually like got it closed. But for a little bit, I was like, we're not gonna be able to use this tent.
Yeah.
It's gonna just be open. But then we finally worked.
To take a nap.
And then we had a nap. And then for the next 7 days, I got sick and had a fever for 3 of them.
I was also sick, but I didn't have a fever.
Yeah, so we got sick, and we basically were just KO'd. We would go up, we would get food, we would come back down, we would go up, we would get food, come back down. Yep. And that was our first week in Laos.
Not in Laos. In Great Climbers Home.
Yeah.
Moral of the story. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're getting on an 8-hour bus, bring food, bring extra water, and probably Advil or something.
And also, Laos is cold at night. Thakhek specifically, it's cold at
really
night.
cold.
If you are out, it is cold.
But especially like going from like 30 plus during the day to like 8 at night.
It's freezing. So bring a nice, like people were wearing puffies in the morning and the afternoons, and we just had like one sweater.
A sweater.
Until we realized our rain jackets exist, but we didn't realize.
But those
so
were
the
still
wind
not
was
warm
breaking
enough.
through us.
It was, there was like this situation where in the sun it was like too hot to, like it was like an oven. We'd be like running back to the shade, but the shade was so cold we'd be shivering. And
it was so funny.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna go, bring warm clothes for the evenings.
Just
and
because
the
it's Southeast Asia doesn't mean you don't need your winter gear. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was lovely.
It was a great way to get in our first week of getting everything that could go wrong going wrong, because after that it didn't go so wrong.
Everything was good after that.
Everything was great. But that was our story.
Mostly.
Of what happened
at some point a rock in my eyeball.
She got, but that was climbing related.
Yeah, but I was saying that was one more thing that happened to go wrong. Now there was like our last couple days we both kept getting injured.
Yeah, because we were trying to push too hard because it was our last couple of days of climbing.
I don't think a rock going in my eye had to do with pushing too hard.
Well, no.
It just fell off.
I was going to say my injuries were all just
my
like...
eye, up under my eyelid, and it took us like 10 minutes to get it out. It hurt really bad.
Yeah. All my injuries were just like losing skin. But now I have calluses, so life is good. But anyways, we're here in Australia now. There's a lot of little pictures and stuff that we haven't posted that we'll have to get to.
Yes,
we're behind.
Be posting all of that and then catching everyone up on what life in Australia has been like.
Yep.
Like Australia, but I also kind of miss Laos a lot.
Yeah, we're back into like home life.
Because we haven't found jobs yet.
We have to get jobs. We can't spend a lot of money doing random things until we get a job.
And the
so
bus
we're kind of just chilling.
Is like it's like $20 a day for us to go somewhere.
Well, for both of us, because
that's why I said for us to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, that's all. Hope you got to laugh a little bit with our misfortunes. We did.